An arrogant person considers himself perfect. This is the chief form of arrogance. It interferes with the person's main task in life, becoming a better person. Meaning, arrogance actually has always been one of the most destructive, dangerous, counterproductive, malicious qualities or conditions of or in the human nature and life in one way or another that influences all of us in certain way or other, in one way or another, and it's bad anyways, no matter the kind of character or quantity in which it is developed and entertained. But arrogance is not good because ultimately it consumes us and possesses us and puts us into absolute submission and surrender of our feelings, emotions, abilities, tasks, qualities. Everything is surmounted and possessed by the dangerous external quality of arrogance, which again then convinces us and makes us believe of omniscience and omnipotence, that for everything that we already have achieved, accomplished, everything in our lives, all that is there, and that now nothing new can be learned, nothing new should be achieved or learned, and that there is nothing left for us to know about, to learn, to progress in our lives, to integrate into ourselves. And that is the price or the cost we pay for arrogance. Everything has a price. If something comes to us, then something also goes off in one way or another, and that is also applicable to social media algorithms. We post pictures and photos of ourselves and display our lives and secrets for validation, attention, approval, fame, but we also compromise and sacrifice our own sovereignty, secrecy, purity, character, morality, and other virtues in this process of doing so. And just as liberty that the politics, governments, and constitutions give also costs some, liberty has a price to. And the consequence of liberty is unconditional slavery and obedience to external circumstances, societal rules, regulations, ideologies, and public realms conditions all the time. If we do not live in obedience, agreement, slavery all the time to organizations, institutions, power bodies of the government and of the corporate, then we're going to be betrayed and isolated by the very society we vote for, we live in at the same time. So everything has a price, because Plato already has made it clear that dictatorship naturally arises out of democracy, and the most aggravated form of tyranny and slavery out of the most extreme liberty. And that means liberty is both direct and indirect slavery of our emotions, actions, ideologies, behaviors, originalities all the time in one way or another. Now we have normalized this kind of slavery. We have perfected the concept of society to the point that we cannot live without society. We cannot even oppose modern society and its rule